He will fight, and he'd fight to the very end, and he's still fighting, but we're not allowed to fight for him anymore. Our parental rights have been stripped away. We can't even take our own son home to die.
A spokesman for the hospital where Charlie is in intensive care releasing a statement saying, together with Charlie's parents, we are putting plans in place for his care and to give them more time together as a family. Joining me now, Doug Burns, defense attorney and former prosecutor, and attorney Jay Abt. Thank you both for being here.
My pleasure.
This is truly just a heartbreaking case that may not take too much longer. These parents have just a very, very short amount of time. Doug, what do you think about the court's decision here?
Well, look, of course, it's a very tragic case involving, biomedical ethics and law, obviously. But they did litigate this in all three tiers of the British courts, the lower court, the intermediate court, and the Supreme Court. They also went to an international court for human rights in Europe. And those courts heard testimony from experts. It's a very, very tough thing. I mean, they made the decision. It's hard for me to second guess whether it was a good decision or a bad one. The only thing I'm saying is they did have multiple hearings about it, and it's very, very tragic. I am unclear as to why the hospital wouldn't let the parents take the child home. They apparently offered to pay for it, so I'm not sure if maybe we're missing some fact we need to know, but it would seem to me maybe the hospital could do that.
And Jay, that seems to be partly the most heartbreaking part of this, is that they want to be there with their child. And here in America, we really believe that parents, for the most part, get to make these sort of choices about their children's care. And this has clearly been a long legal battle, and their system may be a little different. But how do you feel about this as it comes to a close?
It reminds me a lot of the Terry Schiavo case that we had, about a decade or more ago here in the United States, where you had someone a family who wanted their family member to be kept on life support, and another part of the family who had the legal authority who wanted to take them off life support. And it shows you the importance of having advance directives here in the United States, of having living wills and having documents that can control those situations. I think that if both sides agreed, it's very magnanimous of Trump to offer to help, and if both sides agreed, that the Gard family could get a visa and come here to the United States. But I think the irony is that under the ACA and Obamacare, this young boy would be able to stay on life support here in the United States and have his life preserved under Trump's plan and what the Senate is debating. If you cut almost $1 trillion off of Medicaid, then there's no money to create that life support.
Yeah, we've heard from the Pope, from the president on this issue. There's been a tremendous outpouring, over $1 million raised for the possibility of transporting Charlie. And yet here's this quote from the family court in the UK. Transporting Charlie to the USA would be problematic but possible. If Charlie's damaged brain function cannot be improved, as all seem to agree, then how can he be any better off than he is now, which is in a condition that his parents believe should not be sustained, with the heaviest of hearts, but with complete conviction for Charlie's best interests, to let Charlie die with dignity. Now, the argument to be made here is that parents know what's in their child's best interest. So your thoughts on that, Doug?
Well, again, your judgment can become a little bit clouded, completely understandably, of course. You're clinging to any hope possible, any experimental thing. The experimental treatment in the U.S. was apparently covered fairly extensively in the hearings that I referred to earlier. But again, my thoughts on it are that I don't find any fault whatsoever with the parents wanting to try to do whatever they can. But at the same token, the ruling was the ruling. And as far as the president, by the way, I don't think, working off my colleague's point, I don't really think the U.S. can intervene legally in any way. But as he suggests, and I agree, perhaps the parties could agree to do something by consent, by agreement.
All right. Thank you so much, Doug Burns, Jay Abt, for joining us on this very sad topic. Our thoughts, our hearts go out to this family. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.